Hi guys, Blue here. This is going to be an in-depth tutorial and analysis of the Reflex movement system. I will start with the basics and why each technique is important, and end with some practical applications for the movement. My strafe keys and jump button inputs are shown on the left of my crosshair, as well as my units per second counter in the middle. Reflex is a game of speed, option selecting, and coverage. On top of aim, position and control can often guarantee a win. Very few FPS games have as much player control as Reflex does. Having more options, or being able to cover more options, allows you to have a flexible game and constrict the opponent. Speed can make your physical hitbox harder to push out of a zone, and can get you to an area before other players, which is vital for taking armor and control of the map. Here are a couple of optional things that may help you learn. The first is to bind mouse 2 to jump instead of space or scroll. An overwhelming majority of players use mouse 2 to jump, because Reflex has auto b-hop, which means you just have to hit jump before you land, and because of the amount of times you need to jump in a game. The second is to have a low enough sensitivity to move your camera smoothly. I use 10 inches per 360, I recommend above 6. If you don't know what your inches per 360 is, you can check in the sites I linked in the description. Here are the basics. Moving on the ground gets the player 320 UPS. This is important to know because it's the fastest way to gain speed initially. If I jump during a walk, I can carry my speed in the air without losing any UPS, as long as I press the jump button before I hit the ground. However, if I move my mouse in the same direction I am strafing, I gain a significant amount of speed. I can achieve around 450 UPS from strafing on the ground. If I jump at the end of this strafe, I can continue with the same speed I generated on the ground. This technique is called a circle jump. Circle jumps are used almost every time a player wants to start bunny hopping, because it's the fastest way to accelerate. There are two types of air strafing in Reflex. The first can be compared to Quake 1 or Half-Life bunny hopping, where only the left and right strafe keys are used, and not W. This style of strafing allows for more air control and a slight increase of speed. After my initial jump, I pan the camera in the same direction that I'm strafing, so that my strafe keys are synced with my mouse. The second type of strafing is objectively harder and is reminiscent of Quake Live or Quake 3. By sacrificing greater air control, I can hold the strafe key and W along with moving my camera slightly in the direction I'm strafing. This grants me a significant amount of acceleration compared to Half-Life style bunny hopping. Oftentimes, a player can hold the same key and strafe slowly out of a circle jump, continuing the speed they gained on the ground. Both types of strafing should be viewed as tools and can be interchanged at any time. They are the fundamentals of movement in Reflex. In Reflex, if 2 jumps are done in quick succession, the player gets a height boost on the second jump. This is another fundamental part of the Reflex movement system. For example, if I was trying to get to the red armor on Fusion, I wouldn't be able to reach it from the low ground. But if I double jump using the edge of the box, I get enough height. This trick applies to a couple different techniques. Double jumps are common and easy to pull off. As long as you jump twice, quickly in succession, you'll get a height boost on the second jump. Combine a double jump with speed and you can travel more distance. Triple jumps are less common, but also useful. Telly jumps can be difficult and might require some practice. The telly jump takes advantage of the speed you get from passing through a teleporter and the fact that you're able to jump twice in a row. First, jump right before going through the portal. Then, circle jump out of the portal. You should get a large boost in height and speed if you get the timing right. It's important to follow through with your strafe even after you leave the ground in order to get max distance. Most telly jumps are different, so it's important to find the timing and how much you have to move your mouse and wait to jump for each one. The most common mistake new players make when they're trying to telly jump is that they don't strafe far enough on the ground when they're trying to build up speed. The second is that they jump too late, missing the timing window for the jump height boost. Stair jumps are hard to grasp, but become more consistent with practice. You want to strafe into the stairs and jump at a lower part. The stairs will eat your jump, but you'll keep your speed. The stairs will only keep you stuck on them if you have enough speed. Once you reach the top, circle jump off and follow through with your strafe. Stair jumping can be applied to any stairs. Remember to wait until you have enough speed before jumping, and getting stuck in the stairs can be the hardest part. It is important to note that the more speed you have going into the stairs, the better chance that you'll get stuck in them. Stair jumps are also more consistent if you press jump when you're looking straight at the stairs, rather than diagonal. There are a couple ways to do stair jumps, so finding which one works best for each jump is important. These are the basic movement mechanics in Reflex. Here's some advanced ideas in application. Each part of movement can be combined to fit different scenarios, and each option serves a separate task. Here's some things to keep in mind. When quake strafing, you're an easier target because you're moving in a straight line. Sometimes it is a good idea to strafe left and right, or just walk to dodge. There are also many ways to do each jump, so it might be a good idea to figure out which strategy is more consistent for you. Rocket jumping can be useful in many situations, but is also a risk due to the 50 or so self-damage you take. Rocket jumps are especially useful for taking armor on the high ground and gaining positional advantage. Just jump and shoot a rocket at the right angle and you should receive a boost. There we go, that's the fundamentals of reflex movement. If this video helped you out, let me know. And I'll probably be doing a video similar to this one about the theory of dueling, or fundamentals, I guess. Thanks for watching.